What's up and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 224. Wonder's over there, I'm over here. If you can hear my air conditioner, I'm only partially sorry because even with it running, it is a billion degrees in here.
Yeah, doesn't help when you're sitting right next to a furnace.
Especially when you're editing, so it's like actually doing things. It's not like when we're playing Valorant or even Baldur's Gate at this point, we're on ultra settings, the fans don't even turn on.
Yeah. Mine still does.
Yeah, I also might just have my profiles for fans set a little lower than yours, though.
Yeah.
Because I might just not let my fans kick on as early.
Yeah. Well, my fans always just constantly kind of, sit idle, I should say.
My GPU doesn't, but I also have 9 case fans, and 3 of them are blowing fresh air directly up at the GPU before the GPU fans start spinning. So I think it's just kind of getting passively cooled by the case well enough that it doesn't need it. Unless you're like, I noticed like Call of Duty and like X Defiant weirdly make it work a lot harder, which is strange.
Well, there's not much to X Defiant. I don't know why that one would. I can see Call of Duty.
But even Call of Duty doesn't feel like it should. Dude, okay. So I talked about this, I guess, at the time you're seeing this podcast, the YouTube video will have come out. Oh, I think it might have been what I posted today. I don't remember. I posted something Black Ops 6 related. It might have been today. It might be tomorrow.
What's today?
I don't actually know what I posted today. I'm going to double check now.
I'm pretty sure it was. I see Black Ops today. So.
Well, that also could have been yesterday's video. Nope, that's tomorrow's video is the Black Ops one. Because today was like the most influential YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
For me.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. I've seen yesterday's and today's.
Yeah.
Today.
Because yesterday was the finale of Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't watch that until today.
That's valid. Dude, yeah, the ending to the Black Ops 3 campaign is such a fucking mind fuck. Because it doesn't, like, entirely explain it. So you have to just kind of piece it together. Because I remember the first time, they call you Taylor at the end of the game, and it's like, what? Because they never tell you that your character died on the operating table at the beginning of the game. This entire time you've been Taylor. It's like, wait, what do you mean? I'm so confused. Also, why am I helping myself? This doesn't make sense. Dude, Treyarch with their campaigns. They're good, but they're just...
They're fucky.
They're always so fucky. And I can't say all of them are good. I don't know if I played Cold War's campaign. I don't know if I care though, because
I've lost track of what I played and haven't played.
I don't think I played Cold Wars because I started playing Cold War Zombies, got really pissed off because it was bad, and then kind of gave up on Cold War. I didn't play much of Cold War's multiplayer either. Like I said in the video that I guess came out Tuesday when you're listening to this, Black Ops 6 there's a decent chance it's the last Call of Duty I ever buy. You had 4 years to work on this, and it was your best studio. If it's bad, it's never going to get better.
Right.
This is it.
Cause.
This is the one. Either Call of Duty is back or it's dead, and we find out this year. And yeah, Warzone might keep it around for a little while, but I don't know how long that lasts.
Right. Well,
maybe forever, but I think what Call of Duty always has been, the arcade shooter, even though since skill-based matchmaking became a prevalent thing, it hasn't been an arcade shooter realistically, but the arcade shooter with a story mode and then a PvE mode, whether it's zombies or whatever, that might die, and it may just be Warzone if Black Ops 6 is bad.
Right.
And at that point, I don't know how many people will care about Warzone. I really don't.
Right. Well, my thing is if Call of Duty goes away, that isn't always a bad thing, because then somebody else might step up and actually make a good, war game.
I don't trust Ubisoft, so we'll see. Especially since I've been looking a lot into X Defiant. They didn't add any content in the year since the original beta came out. No new modes, no new guns, no nothing. So that has me a little worried for whether we'll ever get more content. And like, if this is how X Defiant stays, it's fun. I have missed the days of being able to like go into a game and either get shit on or shit on people, because no skill based just does that.
Right. Yeah. I'm really bad, so I usually just get shit on, you know.
That's valid.
So there's that.
It
also doesn't help that I refuse to use anything else other than a sniper, so.
You really have become the sniper boy.
I don't know why. I never used to be. I was like blackout, fucking ran around with a SWAT usually.
Damn.
Hardly ever touched a sniper.
We are weirdly getting up there in like the amount of views we get every week on the podcast, like just on SoundCloud. We're like averaging 60 views a week every week now on SoundCloud, which is really weird. I haven't looked anywhere else. I don't know. The podcast has never been something like, I enjoy doing it, but it's never been something where I cared about the numbers. The entire point is just to be able to sit down and yap about dumb shit with Wonder, or like be able to interview random people or whatever the case may be. Because that was also fun, that like time where I was just doing interviews every week. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And I would say we'll get back to that, but I don't know. That requires me reaching out to people, and I'm not good at that. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell was I talking about before that?
Oh, X Defiant.
Oh, but yeah, skill-based matchmaking is fun, but well, not having skill-based is fun.
I like that. I like the idea of not having skill. You know?
Yeah, sometimes you have to fight Ninja, but also sometimes you get to fight the idiot who's never used a controller, and that's fun.
No. Those people always end up on our team.
Well, no, that's in Valorant.
That's true. I don't understand how you can come across so many people that just.
Oh my god, it's so bad
just
every
make you
time.
Claw your eyes out.
Ugh.
You're trying to sneak up on somebody, and you got some kid that just never played the game before. Apparently, just boom, 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 boom.
And I know.
Like, why?
I know Anthony gets so mad at me because I won't turn on game chat to like communicate with my team. But then he spends every game screaming about how annoying the people in game chat are.
I know.
It's like, bruh. Not
to mention, there's always those, every other lobby, there's that one guy that'll say, like, things that should not be said anywhere.
That's also true.
So, yeah. And sadly, streaming services and platforms are stupid and make it so that
it's my fault.
It's your fault that other people are dipshits. So
yeah, for sure. So that's fun. But yeah, Valorant, it's only good with a decent, like, with your friends and a okay team. Because I'm like, if you've noticed, I don't talk shit when our friends play bad. It's always just the random, because I don't. When it's our friends, at least they're like trying,
Yeah.
Like I can tell you, like, oh, do this thing. Oh, hey, walk, or whatever.
Right.
And like I can communicate that without having to worry about having a slur screamed at me.
Yeah. Yeah. I do wish we had enough people in our friend group where we could get a 5-on-5 Valorant game against just friends.
That would be, I think we could if we like really planned it.
Yeah. Maybe we should do like a Valorant tournament or something, kind of like we did with Fortnite.
Oh god, YouTube, when I click the button to make all of the podcast episodes public, so Google Podcasts died, no longer exists
Oh, I
because
heard about that.
Google likes to cancel things.
Yeah.
So now YouTube Music is the only way to get podcasts like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the YouTube app, in my creator studio, and it gives me the option to, like, when I click on the podcast tab, see all of the episodes, and you can click the visibility to public. But that didn't change any of the episodes to public. So I have to go through 223 episodes and manually make all of them public. Because the button to publish them doesn't actually publish them.
That sounds like someone failed at their job.
Google, man. Dude, it's a thing. Google, like, it's weird. Google probably takes better care of their creators than anybody else. YouTube does a really good job of trying to help with things and make sure whatever. The way, though, that they just refuse to fix certain shit. I know a bunch of people who have streamed on YouTube where if you use the, like, channel dashboard thing that you're supposed to, like, so you can, like, see everything going on with your stream. Like, I use the creator dashboard on Twitch. If you use that on YouTube, it won't show you when somebody sends you a super chat, which is, you know, spending money to send you a message. It just, like, they don't pop up. This has been a problem for 4 years. Speaking of pop-ups, I got a pimple.
Wow, no. But speaking of pop-ups, every time you make a video public, it gives me a notification. Ba-doop.
Oh, no. Is that going through to the Discord right now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no.
Somebody somewhere right now is going, what the fuck? Oh, God.
Oh. I gotta go hit the main chat in Discord and just be like, I'm so sorry.
They're gonna turn the notifications off for Discord. I figured I better tell you that before you go through every single one of them and not realize that you were sending notifications out.
I'm gonna have to, like... So yeah, 223 notifications coming your way.
Oh, that is so wild.
I'm gonna hit the main chat with sorry everyone. So here's a 224th ping. Oh, fuck, dude. That's so I might just go shut off the bot for a minute. Can I just silence that chat? Oh, I'm not going to finish doing that until later.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm going to need to try to deactivate everything. That's so annoying. Oh. Well, then.
You want to know what else is wild? I went and actually used my gym membership today.
Is the only reason you did it because I keep giving you shit weekly?
No, I planned on starting to go again, and I finally got myself a schedule, and it's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so 3 days a week for now, you know, and then I might add one on a weekend somewhere if I can, or, you know, maybe just do 4 days a week, and, you know, have, you know, whatever. But right now it's just 3 days a week. So yeah, I went today because we didn't have volleyball. So I was like, well, I better go get some kind of exercise. So that was interesting. I did 20 minutes of stair climbers to start with, which is about almost 2 miles of stair climbers on level 7. And actually, my
Ooh.
legs did pretty good. I'm surprised.
I'm
I
gonna
was
I'm gonna
sweaty.
send you a Mega Mat video because you're gonna have to do. So Mega Mat did a thing. It was a thing that existed that I saw a bunch of people post, but um, on 9/11, a bunch of people did like the 9/11 challenge where they'd use the stair climber to climb the
Oh,
entirety of the
yeah,
stairs. Yeah,
yeah.
you should do that one. See if you can walk the next day.
How many flights is that technically?
I have no idea. Let me give it a Google. Um,
Because
let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
I'm
So it's
wondering if I might.
110 floors. So
Okay.
that's, but I don't know. So I don't know how flights of stairs are counted, because like most of the time the stairs, for a level you go up, and then left and then up.
Yeah.
So is that like is the up one flight and then the next up one flight, or is it like one
No.
flight the whole way? Like is a
No.
floor a
So
flight, or is there
basically,
two flights a
basically,
floor?
it's a story. It's a story.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it goes per story.
Okay.
So a story is one flight of stairs. Technically, I think. So technically, I did 72
So you just gotta
flights.
double it.
Yeah. So I think I could do it. I mean, I was sweaty, but I wasn't really tired. So I could have just kept going.
No, see, actually, what we really need to get you to do is go put on all your fucking firefighter gear and then do it.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I can make it then. Like, oh, well, it depends. Do I have the? Well, I'm assuming you would have it
Yeah,
on, but
whatever you would have on to go fight this
for a structure
fire.
fire, yeah.
Yeah,
So you would have your bunker gear, your boots, your heavy ass oxygen tank, mask, your helmet, your everything would be on technically.
yeah,
So that would be that would be pretty heavy and that would be pretty hot, let's just say.
bro. We
Is
don't
that
gotta share everything we do on the internet, man. Some of the things people tweet out, like, bro, I miss when people had shame. So you just didn't say some things that you did sometimes. Like you might to your friend group, but like, why you telling the whole internet that you just pulled over on the side of the highway and filled up a 1 liter Fiji bottle with piss? Why are you telling the whole world this? Also, really don't tell the whole world that, because you're technically just admitting to breaking the law. As a little bit of, and this is not statute of limitations because it's been 3 minutes. So I don't.
well, technically you have like 2 years, so I
I
mean,
know, that's what I'm saying. It's not. We're not there. Like, I'll talk about breaking the law when I was 16. What are you gonna do? It was 8 years ago.
right. Right.
Ugh.
Yeah. He, oh yeah, I was gonna get to something as far
Oh
as the
yeah,
gym
you were gonna
goes.
say some important thing. Well, I don't know
Well,
if
it's
it
not
was
important,
important, but
but it is. I mean, it is and it isn't. But so I did the stair climbers, and then I was doing like an arm workout. Well, there was a gal there that you know probably about my age, maybe a little bit younger, but had to be pretty close. Um, that was working out there also, and I hate how creepy guys have ruined the gym for me because like she happened to just be using all of the machines that she basically had the pretty much the same routine I had.
so you
And
were just
so
like following her around, like,
yes, and
oh,
I felt so creepy even though I wasn't trying to follow her around.
did you have to
And
do the like? I promise, I'm not trying to follow
no,
you.
no, but I just like tried to pretend like she wasn't even there.
Right.
Like I just like to tried to pretend like I was just doing my own thing, you know. But like she just like I don't know like because apparently she was doing arms that day too. So I really like the the pull down. I don't even know what you call it or whatever. The heavy
Yeah.
dips or whatever. And then there's the butterfly
How does your gym
machine.
membership work? You got a guest pass on there? Can you bring
You can
somebody to the gym
technically,
with you?
yeah.
Oh.
So technically, they have like a daily thing when they're
Oh.
open. So you can just go through during when they're open on their regular hours, and you could just pay like okay, I'm gonna pay
That's
fourteen
not what I
dollars
meant, though. I didn't know, but okay.
But no, you would have to get if you were to just come in whenever, like 24-hour or whatever, when it's closed, you would have to get a membership.
Gross.
But you could come in and pay for like the day pass or whatever.
I don't want to pay for the day pass either. It's a gym in a town of 3,000 people. I'm not even positive they have the same amount of equipment we had in our high school weight room.
They got pretty good equipment, really. Like
Do they?
they got. I even have like a nice punching bag set up and stuff that
Nice.
you can go and spar on
Go
and
break my hand on.
yeah. Yep. But I mean they got like 2 stair climbers, like the really nice stair climbers, and a whole bunch of treadmills, and all the equipment's nice and new and not wore out, and so it's pretty good. I mean, and I can't remember what my membership was. I think it was like $38 a month or something like that, or something. I don't remember what it was. It was a year. I paid for the year thing and the year contract or whatever.
Yeah, but
So
hasn't it been over a year since you signed up for the initial?
no, I technically signed up. Technically, it was right before water went out. So
I
know
thought
I
it.
got
I thought it was the year before that.
No, it was last water season
Hmm.
because a coworker's daughter convinced me to go get one, and I used it one time, and then water went out, and I went back to 40-hour weeks, and
Yeah.
so I never used it all winter, and now we're back onto short days, and
See,
so
and that's why, like, I wish, maybe I could. I'd have to look if you can, because like I don't want to pay daily because that's way more expensive.
mhm.
But I also don't want to like pay for a year because I know I won't go in the winter because it'll be cold.
Yeah,
And like, I know that sounds really bad, but this gym is like 30 miles away. Like
yeah.
I'm not doing
Trust
that
me,
when
I
it's
get it,
winter.
dude. I literally work in that
No,
town and
right.
still didn't go.
So it's like I'm not going there in the middle of winter. I'm just not.
Yeah,
So it's like, get a 3-month pass for like over the summer to just go with you. But see, then you're an asshole and try to do everything like early in the morning. I got done with work
I
at
mean,
10, so then I went directly to the gym. It's like I just went to bed, bro.
right?
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the thing is like I don't want to drive home and then come back to town
Right.
to work out and then drive back home. I just hit 2 birds with one stone. I go do my
Yeah.
ride, I take care of my paperwork, and then I swing over there, do a quick workout, and I go home. I was home by 10:30 today after doing my ride, and because I only had like 2 shutoffs on my ride, so that was quick and easy, and cleaned my screens, and you know things will be easy for a little while because I'm finally getting ahead of the weeds a little bit, getting them all burned off, and and then about the time it gets nice and easy and comfortable, the moss will show up, and that'll be another disaster because I think we're going to leave the water in, which means the moss is going to be horrible this year.
Oh, you're not gonna do like a drain halfway through?
I don't think so.
God, I find
I
that
don't think so.
not that. I find this so hilarious. The Texas Rangers won the World Series last year. The Dallas Stars are 3 wins away from Stanley Cup Finals. Dallas Mavericks 1 win away from the NBA Finals. And then it just says Dallas Cowboys, and it shows that clip from the end of 2 seasons ago, the 49ers playoff game, where Zeke is playing center. Meanwhile, in Dallas. And hey, speaking of the Mavericks, it's Wolves in 7 until it's not. God damn it. In 184 tries, no team's ever come back from down 0-3, but bitch, there's a first for everything. And it's Wolves in 7 until there's no longer any Wolves, damn it. and I'm going to keep saying this because eventually we'll be right. Cat will not keep shooting this bad. It's just, he's literally on the worst shooting stretch of hit. Both Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns are on the worst shooting stretches of their entire careers. It's a rough time to be in that bad of a spot. But your two star players are playing like shit, and you're still like within 10 points every game. Fuck, you've been within 1 the first 2 games. Like, all you need is a little wake up from Cat, and suddenly this series is back in Minnesota's favor.
Yeah. Oh, I seen a thing on TikTok today.
Yeah.
In the NFL, where it had so the Dallas Cowboys, they would be part of the
NFC East.
Yeah. So, but they're like technically, so they're NFC East, and then they had like the best the best top quarterbacks of the NFC East, or whatever, and they had Dak Prescott at number 1.
I think I can understand that argument. I mean, Daniel Jones definitely ain't in the list.
Well, no.
Jaden Daniels is a rookie, so you can't say anything. Jalen Hurts, I can see the argument for why you'd put Dak above him. I still prefer Hurts, but like, it's the recent like Kirk Cousins versus Kyler Murray debate.
They had Kirk Cousins at number 6, I think. That's because it was the top 10.
Yeah.
And they had Caleb Williams at 10.
Caleb might need... I think there's a decent chance that Caleb Williams is already the best quarterback in the NFC.
Right. But I understood him, being at 10 because he's a rookie. Nobody knows yet, technically.
But if Caleb's who we all thought he was, he's going to be probably in that Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Jackson tier really quick.
Yeah.
And I think Caleb's who we think he is, but that's just...
They had Jordan Love at like 4th or something
that's
like
fair.
that.
Based off of last year, that's fair. I did see a Bears fan. I have found somebody who I think might have worse takes than Grayson all time.
That's pretty tough to do.
It's the guy who was mad at me in the Discord the other day because I reposted the, eating everything at Burger King video.
Yeah.
Why are you hating on Burger King? Dude thinks Burger King's good food. Like, not good fast food. He thinks it's good food. And he's calling my taste buds trash. It's like, bro, I think you're still 4 years old. That's what I think's happening here. What in the fuck?
Do I know this person?
You've played video games with him once or twice, maybe. But he posted on Twitter about Jordan Love that, well, Mitch Trubisky was great in 2018 and then fell off. So the same thing could happen for Jordan Love. I just want to throw this out there. Jordan Love last year completed 65% of his passes, 4,200 yards, 32 tuds, 11 picks. 2018 Mitchell Trubisky, right? The guy who we're saying, had a great season, so maybe Love falls off the same way. This doesn't want to load. Give it a second. I don't know. I don't think my internet's crashing, but...
No, you're still here, so...
Right. So I don't know what is happening. It just didn't want to open Mitchell Trubisky for some reason. But the 2018 Mitch Trubisky season, he completed 66% of his passes for 3,200 yards, so 1,000 less yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 picks. So more picks, 10 less touchdowns. And was constantly viewed as being carried even at the time. Nobody viewed Jordan Love as being carried because the Packers defense was ass. It was doo-doo ass water. So no, Jordan Love will not have a fall off similar to Mitchell Trubisky because Mitchell Trubisky was never up. To fall off, you have to be up. That is how that works.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, like, I get it. I hate that Green Bay's got another good quarterback. But they did what is required to have another good quarterback.
Right.
There's a reason I keep saying that J.J. McCarthy, I don't care. Unless he genuinely looks like fucking Josh Allen in camp, you bench him for the entire year. I don't care how bad Sam Darnold is. I really don't. We have our first round pick next year. If we suck, we suck. Cool. We won't be losing any important pieces. And most of our important pieces now are kind of just young guys who are needing to take a step. So unless Sam Darnold does I still think the most Vikings thing that could possibly happen, and what probably is most likely to happen because it's the Vikings, is that Sam Darnold just balls out this year. Goes on that, 2017 Case Keenum run. And just the team's awesome. And at the end of the year, you have Vikings fans unsure, do we re-sign Darnold or do we roll with the rookie? It's like, this was always the plan. Even if Sam Darnold goes and wins us the Super Bowl, you know what you do? You shake his hand and you wish him the best on his future endeavors and let him go to wherever else he wants to. And let somebody pay him. You know?
Yeah.
You are very bright.
True.
What are you doing over there?
I'm taking a survey.
Why are you taking a survey?
It's a political survey. I want to see where.
So I got to make a video later, and I think you should too.
Huh?
You're gonna have to create a YouTube account and make a YouTube video. You can leave it unlisted, but you have to share it. Mr. Beast is hosting a game show. He's giving away $5 million in the largest game show ever in history. And you can apply for it.
Oh.
When you click the thing, it talks about all the stuff. You got to be 18. Do you have a passport?
No.
Oh, then never mind. You can't sign up. Never mind. Because you have to have a passport that's good through April of next year, which I have to check and make sure mine is. I don't know how long passports work.
They're usually good for quite a while.
Right, but I just don't know, so I need to look.
Like 4 years or something like that.
But yeah, submit a video about all the stuff, and yeah, you go. I don't know, man. I'm down. I'm down to go try to compete for $5 million. I want $5 million. Who doesn't,
Right.
Yeah, if I win that, guess who's getting a house in the hills?
Yeah.
I'm out, dog. I'm gone. Minutes.
Yeah, you'd only have to spend a couple $1 million and you can take you can live off the interest of the other $3 million and never have to worry about it.
Right. While also continuing to try to make money, because I'm not going to stop making content. Mr. Beast versus T-Series. I really wish this would get as big as it was before. Like the T-Series versus PewDiePie one.
Uh-huh.
But, oh man. Mr. Beast is about 5 million subscribers away from passing T-Series as the most subscribed YouTube channel.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, currently he's down 4.5 million, but God, the amount of sub bots T-Series has is still insane. How much money are you paying for fake subs? Here's why I say it's fake, because it is. Because it is. So let's go look at T-Series' YouTube channel. T-Series today uploaded a video 11 hours ago. It's got 8,000 views. They have 266 million subscribers. Math ain't mathin'. A video from a full day ago has 11,000 views. Like, they have, I see, they got a video with 21 million views. Mr. Beast hasn't had a video do less than that in 24 hours in like 6 years. So there's their views. Let's go look at the most recent Mr. Beast video. 87 million views. 94, 147, 157, 132, 176, 208, 183, 130, 154, 184, 236. What's his most viewed video? 613 million views. That's fucking ridiculous. Right?
That is fucking crazy. That is a lot.
His channel all time is about to cross the 50 billion view mark.
Holy shit.
Markiplier, we all know him. He's a big YouTuber. Like, Markiplier has, Mr. Beast has uploaded 795 videos. Markiplier, one of the biggest YouTubers for a decade, has posted 5,500 videos. Only, I'm saying only in this context, only 21 billion views.
Oh, yeah, only. Yeah.
But, like, look, he's posted, 4,800 more videos, and he's got half the views, while being one of the most popular creators ever. Then we got T-Series, who's uploading daily to 266 million subscribers. That is not a real number, but okay. Oh, I also forget, T-Series is fucking weird. So, because T-Series is like the entirety of like Bollywood, because it's an Indian thing.
Mm-hmm.
Their most viewed video has 1.5 billion views, but it's like an artist's song. So like their views, it's just like how like Taylor Swift, I think, has more views than Mr. Beast. But nobody's watching Taylor Swift's YouTube to like watch YouTube videos. They're just listening to music. Damn, Taylor Swift only has 35 billion views. Only. You know what the greatest YouTuber of all time has, though?
I
don't know. Hold on. I gotta go look. I don't know this number off the top of my head. 60,000. Let's go. Though, I am very excited. I almost have a video at the 10K views mark. The Black Ops 3 is officially dead one is at 9.4 thousand views. It's right there. Just pop off one more day. Do one more good day, What does this podcast have for views? Make a guess. Are we even in the thousands on the Scuffed Ass podcast? How many views?
I bet we have 1,186.
Ooh, okay. We have 2,588. Better than I thought. Okay. So I think I want to go. Fuck. Yeah, I want to go look. I want to go to YouTube Music and hope it doesn't start playing music. And if it does, hope it's like Mindy, because then I won't get in trouble. So if I search the Scuffed Ass podcast, I just want to know if I need to be uploading this audio version. Yes, I do. It just also sucks on YouTube. Because it's like, it looks like double uploads now. Because it's uploading one as an audio version and one as a video version.
Oh.
And I don't really know if I want that. So I might just go delete the audio versions. I might. We might just say fuck it, we ball. I don't know. Or I might just start having it upload all the new ones and just leave it there and not back catalog it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want all the noise. Good God. Why is the air conditioner not doing anything? Jesus, it's so hot.
When was the last time you cleaned your filter?
Like last week.
Oh, well, it should be.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Might be running out of Freon.
I hope that's replaceable in this one.
It should be. But
yeah, but you never know because air conditioners are weird and companies are expensive.
Yeah, I didn't realize that mine had like it just has like a where it just blows kind of cool air, and then you have like an actual like a cooling button or whatever that you had to push to make it actually use Freon.
Oh. So have you just been running yours as a fan forever?
Pretty much. And I was like, God damn, like one day it was like not keeping up. I'm like, what the hell? And I just cleaned the filter, so and then I was like, oh shit. And I pushed the stupid cool button or whatever, and it automatically started like cooling a lot better.
Yeah. Oh man.
I agree with that.
But
good parents sometimes have to spank their children. I agree.
I don't know.
They can spank me. Oh, yes.
Well, see, in that context, then really no.
Oh, come on. You're no fun.
Don't. Please stop. I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, this is your channel. You can't leave me to your channel.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
That's an interesting. It is natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents.
Duh.
Yeah.
And depending on how good or bad of a parent you are will answer how many secrets they keep.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a bad parent, you're going to know nothing.
Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. I strongly agree with that.
Dubs. Bro's taking a political survey. That's gross.
I'm curious where I would actually land on a political scale.
That's kind of intriguing.
I kind of want you to take it too.
See where I actually fall.
Yeah, because I feel like you're gonna be like way over here, and I'm gonna be like way over here, or vice versa.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally don't think I'll end up super far on one side. I definitely will lean to one side, but
yeah, I think you're gonna lean slightly to the left, and I might lean slightly to the right.
Yep. It would be hard to convince me that pizza is not the go-to food. That's fair. So Valente says cheeseburger better, which like to a degree maybe, but also cheeseburger pizza exists. So pizza wins because there is no pizza hamburger. Though apparently, hold on, we might have a new thing to try. Well, we do. We got to go to Burger King, which I'm not super excited for. Other than
what do they have now?
Well, they have a bunch of new stuff. There's one thing that they brought back that I'm a little excited for because it's the only thing that's ever made Burger King edible. The patty melts are back, which means some burger with Stacker sauce is back, and Stacker sauce is the only thing that has ever made Burger King good. But you just can't get it 90% of the year. So Burger King's edible for like 2 weeks every year.
Right.
The Stacker sauce is a different level. But they have a Philly cheesesteak melt. Well, just a Philly melt. So it's like a burger with, I guess it's Swiss, which I find kind of offensive because it should be provolone if you're not going to do the thing. But Swiss, and then you got, peppers, onions, and savory royal sauce. I don't know what that is. You also have a chicken Philly royal crispy wrap, which the royal crispy wraps were meh. Then you got mozzarella fries. Instead of mozzarella sticks, it's mozzarella fries because they're battered with the same stuff as the chicken fries. And then you got a birthday pie. And then you got a frozen cotton candy. And then you've got buffalo nuggets. So it's their shitty chicken nuggets, but doused in buffalo sauce, which has the opportunity to be... Your monitor is so bright that your face is just a white... It's just white. There was nothing. You couldn't make out features. It was just white. But yeah, it's their shitty chicken nuggets and buffalo sauce, which is either going to make their nuggets edible, or it's going to be bad buffalo sauce, and it's going to make already the worst nuggets in the game even worse.
That's true.
But there is the thing for Burger King that makes them win when it comes to nuggets, is even though they're the worst nugget in the game, a bad chicken nugget can still only be so bad. It's a chicken nugget. So, like, unless it's rotten, it's still a chicken nugget. It's just a vessel for sauce. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So, like, the thing that's always been like, yeah, their chicken nuggets suck, but you get 10 of them for $1.50. So, like, fucking whoop-dee. McDonald's, you're paying $5 for 10 nuggets. And the buffalo nuggets are still only $3 for an 8-piece. So, like, all you got to do is have a mediocre buffalo sauce, and we might be here for it. But then we got a new thing at Pizza Hut, I think. Let's see if I can find a...
$500,000 at Pizza Hut for,
for the one good thing they had? Yeah. I know. Too bad you already had dinner today, so we can't go record a video.
Yeah, I'm currently eating a steak.
I think we're having steak, too. Are you having real steak, or are you doing that thing?
Ribeye.
Okay.
I just cooked it on the grill.
That's not to say that, like, elk and deer and stuff isn't steak. It's just, when when referencing steak, to me, that's beef.
It's beef steak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ribeye.
Yeah.
Good steak.
Yeah, good steak. Oh, the Big New Yorker's back? What a dub. Pizza Hut's finally smart, remembering to leave the important stuff on the menu. Is it just a cheeseburger melt? Okay. So it's one of those, like, weird melt things. You got beef, bacon, onions, and regular cheese. So it's going to be Pizza Hut cheese, which actually might be fire. That is the reason I like Pizza Hut most out of all of the, like, quick pizza chains, the Domino's, the Papa John's, the Little Caesars.
Right.
It's because of their cheese. Their cheese is better by far. At least I think so. You're too distracted reading your fucking survey to do the podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm just curious.
Do it later. You've got 10 more minutes of podcast. Like, fuck off with the survey. We're talking here. I'm walking here.
We're walking here.
But yeah,
it is getting hot in here now.
Beef, bacon, and onions. Interesting. I'm kind of down for it, though. Cheeseburger melt at Pizza Hut.
You did what?
Cheeseburger melt at Pizza Hut. You want one?
I mean, I do, but when I'm not full.
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it? The old memes.
I'll take it.
It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Oh, so I was thinking, one of the top 5 questions I was asked on Twitter, because, those are the videos I've been making a few of lately. One of them was top 5 least enjoyable gaming experiences, and I'm going to get so much hate because my number 5 is Elden Ring, just in general. I don't like games that are designed to have things that are impossible just to inflate the difficulty. You can make it difficult without making it truly impossible. And like, that's
Right.
like, there are certain things where you're just dealing with it. And it's like, no, if I'm good enough, let me be able to be. And I'm not saying I'd be good enough. I acknowledge that I'm
Right.
not good at that type of video game, and I know that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I am good at it, and I still
Right.
find myself looking for like cheesy solutions to try
and then
and
you
beat
find out
some
like,
bosses.
oh, this thing you just can't avoid. This is going to
Yeah.
happen. So you have to hope you
Yeah.
played it well to get there. It's like, that's
Yeah.
dumb. I hate that.
Well, yeah, and that's the part about the game. It's like you can't really make one build or another that can possibly beat certain things. Like
Yeah.
some things you have to be super agile
Yep.
and, you know, roly-poly to win. And then the next thing you face, you have to be a freaking tank because you can't avoid any of their attacks. So you got to be able to take a bunch of hits and not die. So it's like, fuck, it's impossible. There's no like medium build that's good to be able to pass everything.
And then, you know me, I'm big on story in everything. What's the
Right.
part about wrestling that I enjoy? Not the big meaty men slapping meat. It's the story.
Ah,
Though that is still my favorite fucking joke. Biggie and Xavier Woods dying as Biggie is just like, I don't want the 45-minute classic. I don't want the technical matchup. I want big meaty men slapping meat, and just everybody dying. It's incredible. Greatest clip on the internet. But it's like in everything, I care about the story. And like, they brought in George R.R. Martin, but I don't know. Have you read anything from Mr. Martin other than Game of Thrones?
you'd have to. What else has he written?
Okay.
Because I might have. Yeah, there's a lot of really big books that I've read just because I wanted the AR points so I could get
That's fair.
better prizes.
Okay. Let me not do it that way. So, let's see. I'm trying to find just a list, and nobody wants to give me a list because I can't remember much. Because that's like in the same thing, but I don't want it to be. So Dying of the Light, Fever Dream, Armageddon, like he's written a bunch of stuff, and most of it's not actually that similar to Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, I think he just kind of lucked into and then got stuck.
Yeah.
But like Elden Ring, nowhere in it feels like the story was written by George R.R. Martin, and none of the story really exists. Like it's not a good story.
Yeah, there's really no.
Right.
Like,
and it's like, if you're going to make me deal with this gameplay, it better be a damn good story.
Right.
And it like
well,
doesn't even try
like
to
Dark
give you a
and stuff,
right.
It has like, which is a similar type of game.
Yeah.
It has even what the hell is it called? Blood Hunter or Bloodborne. It had a storyline to it.
Yeah.
And you kind of had a goal.
Right.
Like Elden Ring's a little different. They kind of just like, you want to become the Elden Ring. And
it's like, but why? What is this world? Why does any of this exist? Why should I give a fuck? And it never tells you that.
Right.
And like a bunch of people are like, well, if you go read all of this shit and you go, it's like, it shouldn't have to be this obscure thing to figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm not saying you need to hold my hand, but like tell a fucking story just a little.
All right. And the thing is like you become like, you finally get there and you get the Elden Ring and then, you're powerful. Then what?
Right.
Then
like,
the funnest thing is just, you build your character so it's super strong and then you go fight other people online. And that's about the funnest part of that game.
Yeah, that's lame. Like, so that went at my number 5 spot. But I started thinking about like best gaming experiences or like moments in time.
Yeah.
2017, 2018 Fortnite, I think might be on a level that is unmatchable. Ever.
Yeah.
Like, there has never been and probably never will be another video game that takes over the entire world the way Fortnite did. Somehow
True.
Wonder was the only person in the world who didn't play it at that
Well,
time.
in the beginning, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, is like that initial like super hype part of Fortnite you weren't there for. You wanted to be different, just like me with Game of Thrones.
True. Well,
You just
my
wanted
thing
to be
is
different.
I also had, I probably would have got into Fortnite faster had I been on a PC.
Maybe.
And then there was a big time in my life where I didn't have internet.
That's true.
Like,
But it
so
wasn't during
hard to
that.
play
The
Fortnite
no
without
internet was a little bit pre that, but
not by much. Because I mean, even when I had internet at the time, I could barely play online games. Like Minecraft struggled to play, So,
but yeah, but it's like Fortnite took over everything. But also the other one I was thinking of was like Pokemon Go for the first like 3 weeks it was out. That was insane. Because
right?
that had
Yeah.
everybody. Gamers, non-gamers, people who'd never heard of Pokemon. Everybody was so in. And that was so fun. I'd never seen the like, town of 3,000 that starts with a T over there have so
Yeah.
many people like
I
out
know.
and about. That was sick. People were like walking around doing stuff. That
Walking
was cool.
down railroad, train tracks with the earbuds in,
Yeah. Well,
going, they're gonna get road killed by a train. Nobody
maybe.
ever did, but I bet it happened somewhere.
Probably not.
I know people got run over because of Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and that's probably just because the people driving.
I can't remember what. So, did you hear about that time where like some Pokemon goers like solved a murder
Oh, no.
because of Pokemon Go? So, like, because Pokemon Go, you kind of go in random places and look for Pokemon. Well, it ended up out in this like sketchy like field or trees or whatever, and they like found some sketchy shit, told the law enforcement about it, and it led to like this like solving a murder case or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of wild. I was reading that the other day. Happened like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Pokemon Go. That was an experience in life also. Had to be there for. I was looking earlier. I'm so incredibly angry at how NFL voters are. I know this is a weird thing to talk about, but we were talking about different players, and I brought up Jared Allen, and then this led me to having to go on a little bit of a rant about just the media's hate for Minnesota sports, because that's just what it is. Jared Allen had a season, right? Let me break this down for you a little bit. Just a little bit. Can I really not find the all-time leader in sacks by clicking on leaders? That's ridiculous. Hold on. It's being fucking stupid. I don't even know where I have to look. Why is all of this below that? So, single season sack record is 23 by Al Baker. Kind of. We all actually go with the 22.5 by Michael Strahan that TJ Watt just tied like last year. Jared Allen in 2011 had 22 sacks. A sack away from the record. One of only so many guys to ever get to 20, whatever. So 2011, Jared Allen gets to 22 sacks. A number higher than anybody but TJ Watt has reached in the last fucking 20 years. Like, built different. Did not win Defensive Player of the Year that year. The man who did, Terrell Suggs, won it because he played for the Ravens, and the Ravens were a better team. Terrell Suggs had 2 more sacks. Or not 2 more sacks. That's not possible. That'd be a record. He had 2 more tackles, 8 less sacks. He had 1 more interception and 2 more forced fumbles. But when you look at the pressure numbers, Jared Allen had 15 more pressures, like 20 more quarterback hits, and like the numbers that have always mattered for Defensive Player of the Year, he was just better at. But they gave it to Terrell Suggs because better team. It's like It's defensive player of the year. That doesn't matter. Who was the better defensive player? And it was Jared Allen, and that's always pissed me off. But it's like always been a thing for Minnesota sports. It's like any reason that they have not to give an award to somebody from Minnesota, they will take.
Right. Yeah.
Like TJ Hawkinson last year, right? Only played in. Weirdly, he did end up in 15 games. I thought it was less than that. But he finished with 960 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging 10.1 yards a reception, had 95 receptions, and was targeted 127 times. Right?
Yeah.
He did not get an All-Pro nod. He was not first or second team All-Pro.
Huh.
Sam Laporta, who had less receptions for less yards, he did have a few more TDs, but as a rookie, got the nod for some reason. It was, I don't know, it was annoying. Hawkinson was on pace to like break the tight end single season receiving record, and then Kirby Joseph decided to headbutt his knee. Remember? Because Kirby Joseph did that thing where like 10 weeks in a, like not really 3 weeks in a row, he just kept trying to hurt people. Because I remember him doing the same hit on Justin Jefferson and then getting Jefferson with a helmet to helmet where Jefferson held onto the ball. Because right after that, after Jefferson got taken out for his, check for a concussion, when Jefferson came back in, he immediately bitched Kirby Joseph. And I loved that. Because I just know Jefferson was like, I'm going over the middle at 31. You just put it up. I'm going to go get this one. That had to be the answer. He's like, just cuz I need to show up this little motherfucker. I hate that guy. Everybody should. Because then, all the Lions fans were like celebrating that he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, because it was that player and the way him and the fans acted after that what made everybody go from like, I'm so happy that the Lions are finally having success to like, fuck the Lions, dude. Fuck the Lions, fuck the fans, fuck all of it.
Right?
Like everybody switched up, and it's just because they like turned completely douchey. It's like, we did not have to do that. The Rockies are a confusing baseball team, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So the Rockies swept the Texas Rangers, the team that won the World Series last year.
Yeah.
A week ago. They just won a series against the Phillies, who's the best team in baseball and has only lost one other series all year.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Guardians came to town today, being on a 9-game win streak, being the third best team in MLB, and I believe the best team in the American League. And they just got housed by the Rockies, who are still statistically the worst team in baseball. The Rockies have a winning record against the best teams in the league and a losing record against the worst teams in the league. They are the Josh Allen of baseball. They play to their competition. It is weird, which to me means I think for the next, 100 games of the season, you should just give us those really great teams because we'll be awesome.
True. Yeah.
Because if we have to play those shitty teams, we're going to keep losing. It's tough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's tough. I just want one of the Timberwolves having the most Minnesota sports collapse of all time is also pretty incredible. Just suddenly being entirely ass is just sad. Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
No, it's Braun Strowman. I know you're not a big wrestling guy, but just go watch this dude get thrown by this other dude. See, when I see the size difference between these two people, I don't believe that these two are of the same species. You
Where
know,
are you sending this at?
Twitter.
On Twitter.
I think I sent it to you. I hope I did. I don't know. Yeah, I did. I sent it to you. No, I didn't. What the? Yeah, I did. Okay.
I got something from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. That is just not normal. Braun Strowman chucking JD McDonough around. Like,
Oh my God.
you look at those two and it's like, are those two really the same species? It's kind of like Brock Lesnar, you know? He's always been called like the alpha male of our species because he's just different.
Right.
I feel like
Yeah.
Braun Strowman goes in that category too. There was actually a time Braun Strowman was wrestling Brock and caught Brock with a knee a little too well, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to hit each other, but you're not supposed to try to fucking kill each other. And
Right.
Brock Lesnar, like, fully just fucking reared back and punched him in the jaw. Braun Strowman's like, yeah, I deserved that one. Like, I was the young guy. I got a little overzealous. And Brock, you do that to, like, hey, calm the fuck down.
Right.
And he's like, but I'm kind of proud of that moment because I think I'm the only person who's ever taken a full right from Brock and kept
And
going.
didn't die.
I didn't go down,
Yeah.
and I wrestled another 20 minutes after that. It's like, nice. That is the way to do it. But
Yeah, sorry, I texted the water customer.
no worries. Damn. Somebody
All right,
has.
hear the results of my.
Give me just a second. Somebody has wagered $1 on the Dallas Cowboys to go 0-17 this season.
Oh.
1 in 1,000 odds. So what does that mean? He'll make 17 grand? No, he'll just make $1,000. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I was about to say it'll be a grand.
No, I was
yeah.
adding the fucking 0-17. I was like, it's times per game they lose, right?
No.
I might have bet more than $1. I think that's worth putting 10 down on, you know?
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're throwing
Harder
away
than the
10
10
bucks
grand?
if it doesn't happen, but I mean if it does happen, boom, 10 grand.
I was about to say I can skip my $20 worth of snacks for the day to.
Right? Like I'll skip a day
random
of,
bet.
I won't go get my coffee at Starbucks or whatever. I don't do
Right.
that because we don't have a Starbucks nearby, and that is the only reason.
True. Yeah.
Wonder knows.
Yeah.
I like coffee, but I don't like to take the time to make really good coffee, so
Mhm.
if there was a coffee shop anywhere even remotely close that was actually any good, I'd be there
Yeah.
daily. It's my favorite thing. Yeah, Wonder really knows because he saw me at TwitchCon fucking.
Uh-huh.
And that was just with Duncan, which was kind of ass.
Yeah.
And it was
I've
like
been
$10
drinking
a cup of
Dunkin' every
coffee.
morning.
But it was also just like worth it because we didn't have to go try to find somewhere to get coffee.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
just in the convention center. Which like
It's
that
amazing to me, like how many people just won't take cash anymore.
I get it though.
Everything's like card and stuff. Like I get it because COVID was kind of a game changer for that.
COVID was a game changer. I mean, a lot of people just don't want to carry cash. Like 90% of people don't want to carry cash because cash doesn't
Right.
mean anything. It really doesn't.
Right, I get that. But
And then if businesses don't accept cash, which they're allowed to do, I know a lot of people try to argue that it's legal tender. You have to accept it. No, they don't.
no, not
Like-
especially a private business.
Right.
The one thing I come to as far as the conclusion that makes the most sense to me, especially in a heavily populated city,
Is you don't want to have
Um,
something that can get stolen.
exactly. You
can't-
can't rob.
you
the
can't
place if
rob
you don't
me. We have no
liquid
money.
cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like that, and your employees can't be, doing whatever, and
Yeah.
there's no losing money in that way ever.
Mhm.
So like,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't accept cash if I opened a new place. Like, Twitch and YouTube explode tomorrow and don't exist anymore, and I go open a
Right.
food truck. I'm not accepting cash. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's way more work for no reason. That's also more work for you. It takes time to go get cash.
Yeah.
It takes no time to just run your stupid debit card, which is the same thing. You're running your debit card to go get cash. Like this, I don't understand it. I get some people are old and dumb, but like that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can tell you around here that there's a lot of people that like to carry cash, and it drives me nuts because that's the whole reason that I don't have direct deposit from my job right now. Is because there's a couple of people that like to have a check in hand so that they can get liquid cash when they cash it.
which is just really dumb.
Yeah. Instead of us just on payday at midnight, we get our money. Instead,
Yeah. Now you have to go get a paper check, and then what happens if you like get in a car wreck? Like, you know, all sorts of different shit could happen where that check gets ruined. Like lots of things are possible.
Technically, you can go back to the office and say, "Hey, I lost the check,"
You
and they
could,
can look and say,
but they could also just go, "Don't care, we paid you." That's
no, they already it's in paperwork.
But I'm saying they could.
They could,
and like, there's nothing you could do about it.
They would legally be screwed because they screwed themselves because they literally put it in the paperwork when you apply to them that, hey, if something happens to your check or you don't receive a check or whatever, you can come to them. They can literally look in their system and see if you cashed it or not.
True.
And if you haven't, they can just write out another check, and then they can make the other one not valid. Yeah. So if you try to cash it again,
that's fair.
Yeah. So yeah.
But like, I don't understand.
But not all businesses do that. So that's
right. That's the other thing is like, that is a really easy way to just get screwed. Just like the getting paid under the table thing. That's nice and all, you know, getting cash right away until they just don't give you cash and you can't do anything about it.
The other thing about like the check thing that everybody kind of liked about is you could, because sometimes they would pay you early. Like if it was before a holiday or something like that, instead of waiting till actual payday, they'd give it to you a couple days early or whatever. So you could go get presents or Christmas presents or whatever like that. But now the board has stepped in and said, no, we don't want you getting your paycheck early, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me. What difference does it make if I get it 2 days early? You know, I'm still getting 2 checks a month. That's it. I mean, it's not like I'm getting another check or an extra paycheck, you know. The payday is still the 1st and the 15th. That you know, that doesn't change. So you're not getting any more or less checks by getting your money early.
Right.
It just means you're going to have to make that money last longer until you get your next check, probably. So, I mean, it ain't hurting anything, but they ain't hurting the business any.
Right.
But especially since we're on salary, you know, it's not like we work hourly, and it's the same fucking money every month.
Yep.
Although we did get a 3% raise, so.
You know what I do love? I saw this video. It was like one of those Reddit stories, you know? And it's just like Bruce Wayne being so tired of being so overly rich that he just like does everything he's been told he wasn't supposed to with his money to try to lose some of it. And it just like constantly backfires and makes him richer. It's like, oh, we're going to increase everyone's salary at Wayne Enterprises by 3,000%. Perfect benefits, like benefits to the point where everything's covered all of the time. Yeah. Oh, well, when you do that, suddenly your employees like care more and want to do more. And then now your business is more profitable. And it's like, God damn it. And it's just like continuously doing shit like that, where it's like, you're told all the time as a rich person that if you pay your employees, they're going to stop working. And it's like, no, normally for 90% of people, that's not how it goes. If they made enough money that they didn't have to worry anymore, they might actually give a fuck about what was going on. You know why? At like, you know, it's the thing. We were talking about this with the place in the town where the bar and bowling alley was being sold for $1.5 million, which is insane. And apparently it sold. Huh. So, yeah, apparently the same people who own the bar right down there now own that one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird. But I was like, so you better open the bowling alley then. It's like, well, it's hard to find people who want to work. It's like, no, it's not. If you just fucking pay them.
Right.
Like, you know why nobody wants the job at the place offering minimum wage? Because minimum wage isn't enough to afford to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. Nobody wants to work there. If you are not going to pay people enough to be alive, they're not going to work for you. And if you're going to pay them barely enough, they're not going to care.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, I think if you treat your employees well, they'll care, which means better things for your company. That is just how it works.
It's true.
But capitalism believes in other things, I guess. So,
oh, speaking of which,
yeah.
Apparently I am like pretty much a libertarian, according to the survey.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Libertarians are weird.
Like,
there's good things about it, but also bad things.
I'm not fully, because it wasn't just a single
left
bar
and right.
scale.
Yeah.
It was like it's basically got an up and down, like a crosshair, basically.
You want to send me the link to it so I can fuck with it once we're done here?
Oh, fuck. I already closed out of it, damn it.
Yeah, but just open your fucking history. It's not that hard.
Yeah, hold on.
In Google Chrome, the 3 little dots on the far right, right under the X. You click that, you click history, and then boom. It's not that hard. Oh, so Microsoft is doing some fucked shit.
About right.
So, I gotta find this exact thing, because I wanna, yeah. Microsoft Copilot Plus PCs will screenshot your virtual activity. So, Microsoft's Copilot Plus PCs, I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if that's every PC running Windows or not, but is going to be equipped with photographic memory. If you've ever watched Black Mirror and reveled in the bizarreness, I'm reading too fast, provided by the Sci-Fi Escape, Microsoft Copilot Plus PCs have been re-engineered to integrate AI software that is equipped to complete a number of odd tasks all within the laptop without requiring Wi-Fi or external cloud. So it's not coming to all computers yet, but you know it's going to, and that's the problem, is it's going to be like built into Windows. Basically, the AI assistant is going to have photographic memory, which allows the software, titled Recall, to keep and record. Nope, I am like skipping 2 words ahead and combining things. To keep a record of an individual's virtual activity. This is possible through constant screenshots by Windows, which are then processed through the generative AI model that is available on the device to make it searchable, which even works on pictures on the device. So basically, it's going to constantly take pictures of your screen, which, you know, won't ever be a problem. Well, it's all kept on laptop and it's encrypted. That means nothing. People can get into your device. Trojan horses exist. This is all possible. And I don't trust Windows to be secure enough not to allow things to exist. But, like, what happens when it takes a screenshot while you're filling in a password, like your bank password? And then somebody gets that screenshot and suddenly you lose all your money. Like, this is the dumbest thing of all time. And it's going to be on by default.
Oh, fuck that.
So, like, it's just going to be on and you're not going to... It'll be an option to turn it off, but it's on by default. So most people, because 90% of people don't go into the settings on their computer, they'll never know. So it'll just be taking screenshots of everything they do. Imagine you work for a company where things need to be private, and it's just screenshotting private information that shouldn't exist because fucking... And their entire thing is to say, you know, well, it's going to happen eventually, so you might as well just get the fuck over it. It's like, no. How about we don't get over it? This is one of those things that we should be upset about. Raise hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Though, luckily, right now, apparently, not Microsoft, apparently the UK, which has been great at going after all of these companies doing really evil shit. The UK, the EU, the UK, they're attacking people. They're the reason Apple's had to change a bunch of shit. And speaking of that, Samsung just did some fucked shit, which if we're always going to talk about when Apple does some fucked shit, we're going to talk about Samsung too. That's just fair. Let's see. I got to find this exact thing because I heard about it, but I didn't see it. I didn't read the article, so I have to find I gotta find the real thing. But I don't know if I will, because I don't have links prepped. It just popped back into my head that something happened. So we're gonna go talk about the more important thing real quick. Which is the Copilot feature that is being investigated by UK Watchdog because of the screenshots. So the Microsoft feature that screenshots users' laptop every 2 seconds.
Holy shit.
Is being investigated by the Information Commissioner's Office. The recall feature will be installed on new Microsoft laptops and is part of their AI program, Copilot Plus. This feature will record everything a user does by taking screenshots every few seconds. It then allows a user to scroll back through their activity and search. However, after security concerns were raised around the feature, the ICO said, "We're making inquiries with Microsoft to understand the safeguards in place to protect user privacy," which aren't going to be good enough, and the UK is going to throw a bitch fit, and I'm excited. Recall is designed to help you easily find and remember things you've seen using natural language. For example, if a user was shopping online and spotted a nice brown leather bag, God, the ads on this website keep making the fucking text move, pissing me off. I don't actually notice the ad. I just notice I'm trying to read and the text is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck did it go? Okay. You could type in brown leather bag and recall, and it would pull up screenshots of the times where you were looking at brown leather bags and link them to websites they were on. See, in that exact scenario, it sounds cool. But again, you know, if now all you need is never look away from your laptop, because all somebody has to do is have it for 30 seconds and they could have anything they wanted from you. Oh, your credit card number that you just entered on this thing? I have it now. Also, here's a new question that I got for you, because I want to know why Apple's the only one smart enough to do this. Your bank card, my bank card, all of that has the numbers printed on it. I'm hiding my name. But the Apple card has your name, and that's it. If you want your card number, you have to access it in your wallet on your phone. And you know what that means? If something accessed that card number and I see a purchase go through that wasn't me, I can immediately cancel it and have a new card number in minutes instead of, in years. Especially around here, it's weeks to get a new card number. But then it's a thing. You can, at a restaurant, the waitress comes over, takes your, wants the check. You can just hand her the card and you never have to be like, wonder if they're just writing down the card number. Because I know people do that. You can't, there's nothing to write down. There's nothing for you to steal from here. Okay, it's 2024. Why isn't that just what exists everywhere? Even my shitty Wyoming bank has mobile banking stuff. So why can't the card just be tied to my bank account like that? And in the app, I can go, oh, hey, this thing happened. I need a different number. Why can't I just do that in minutes?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. It is 2024. God damn. And again, if we're going to criticize people, we got to acknowledge the things they do right. That type of card is something Apple did right. Though apparently Goldman Sachs doesn't want to support the Apple Card anymore because they're not actually making enough money. Because,
Right.
the Apple Card is very special. I wonder when it's going to be done. I don't remember. I know I read it. So no one actually knows yet what the end of the relationship between Apple and Goldman Sachs would affect, which is fair. But they just need a new financial partner. The issue is going to be finding somebody that wants to agree on Apple's shenanigans. Because yeah, zero, because you don't have to pay anything for the Apple Card. It's also got 3% daily cash back, extra cash back on Apple purchases, all the kind of features. But it's also the interest is kind of low, and I don't know. It's very compared to other credit cards, it's genuinely good. So I don't know if any financial institution's going to want to back it. But I kind of hope somebody does so I can keep using it because I love my Apple Card. I really do. Also, I just like that it's fucking titanium. There's something nice about the fucking...
But so you can whip that motherfucker and kill somebody.
Oh, yeah. That thing's different, bro. It's different. Yeah. I just also love when, I've dropped it every once in a while and people just get so terrified. It makes such a loud noise.
Yeah.
Clang, 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 clang. Because it's not aluminum. It's fucking titanium. Or you hand them the card and they're expecting, the weightless little plastic thing. It's like, what the fuck is that? Why does your card weigh a pound? It's like, yeah, Oh, so Jedi almost got tornadoed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Damn.
There's been so many fucking tornadoes this year. It is nutty. That's what a El Nino or an El Nino, whichever one we're in, does. The oceans are warmer. We have wild weather.
It's climate change.
Well, I mean, the oceans do this all the time for the last million years.
It's climate change.
Well, I agree with you. Climate is changing.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to pretend that that's all of it. Some of this is just natural progressions, but you also can't deny that there is an impact being had on things, and we could fix it. And I'm not just saying us as in the U.S. Humans could fix it.
Right.
Pretty easily.
My thing is it's not going to stop the warming of the Earth.
Well, it'll
slow it down. But it just naturally does it. And then usually you have some kind of catastrophic thing that happens.
Yeah, the issue is we're the catastrophic thing, and we could tip the scale so much that we end up like Venus.
Well, my thing is what'll probably happen is eventually Yellowstone go off.
See, I don't think that's the most likely.
Or we hit by a meteor.
That I feel like is more like, or a nuclear bomb is pretty likely, but that would also I kind of tend to think that enough nukes would maybe lead to the runaway greenhouse effect like on Venus and just kill Earth anyways.
Well, what I think actually, besides the radiation,
I have no thing for that.
What I'm talking about is most of the time when stuff like that happens, it blankets the Earth in ash.
Yeah.
And blocks out the sun. So then we have another ice age, and then it restarts basically.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you go through thousands of years of it basically melting until basically you have another ice age. And it just seems to be like clockwork. Whether it be a meteorite or whether it be a volcano or whatever that blanks the Earth. Anyway, I sent that link to you.
Sick. I'll be taking it later.
Just so you know, when you take it, just scroll down after it says, let's see your results or whatever. Just scroll down. It's like the third chart down. Don't try to download the stupid PDFs bullshit.
God, no. I don't want to download anything to my computer.
Yeah.
Who knows what the fuck you put in that file, Big Dog?
Right, exactly.
Oh, so June 9th, I might need your help, actually. I don't... Is that even the right day? Are they really revealing Black Ops... Like, Black Ops 6's full reveal event is going to be on a Sunday?
Weird.
That can't be right, can it? June 9th. That is a Sunday, right? Yeah? All right, dog. The truth lies, though. That's what we know. But got to be awake for that event, do a stream. But it also, I think, is starting at like 11 a.m. So I might just stay up and do the stream and then go to bed. We'll see. I don't really think we got anything. Damn, we made it an hour and a half today.
Damn.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us. Who'd have
Look
thought?
good.
Who'd have thought? Wild times. Oh, I got my Ivan Pace jersey. I don't know if you saw that. I posted
Yeah, I
to
did.
TikTok,
Yep.
but
I did see that.
yeah, pretty excited about that. Pretty
Looks good,
excited.
too.
It does. Never. So I know I had the white Adrian Peterson jersey, but it doesn't count because it wasn't. It was a Chinese knockoff, and it was never a style of jersey that the Vikings had ever worn. So
Right.
it doesn't count. All right. Well, I think that probably should be enough. My God.
Yeah.
Oh, so real quick, Rip Big Red has been trending on Twitter all day, and I still think of Andy Reid as Big Red, so
Oh.
it keeps terrifying me. Because that'd be sad. No, it was Bill Walton, a basketball player.
Oh. Yeah.
Didn't know his nickname was Big Red, so when I saw it, I thought it was Andy Reid, and I about died. I was like, no,
that
Not
fried
real Big
chicken
Red.
finally got to him.
damn. What a way to go.
Fried
but
chicken,
all right.
and then Harrison Butker just put him over the edge, and
You know what I could see? Dude, this offseason with Harrison Butker being him, Rashee Rice like deciding to speed run the court systems,
yeah,
like everything going on. Andy Reid might age 10 years this year.
and all the KFC chicken.
We're gonna get to training camp and he's gonna be like skinny from all the stress.
Yeah,
It's gonna be awful.
yeah, he's gonna be all pale and balding and
Yeah. It's like, damn.
look like a radioactive, Fallout guy. Like a Google
That didn't go well.
story of my life.
No, okay. I'm sending you another WWE clip because it's even funnier. The guy who got chucked, like full on hit Braun Strowman with a chair. I don't know. Something doesn't feel like it went right there. Because Braun looks like he just kind of tanked it, but then it looks like it actually might have like fucked him up.
Ooh. Yeah, those eyes look like ow.
Like,
My spine.
well, no, his eyes looked like he didn't care, and then it like suddenly like something happened.
Yeah.
So, I love that we're getting you fucked up chants. That's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. You fucked up. You fucked up. It's good stuff.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we're gonna wrap. So thanks for watching.
Yep.
We'll catch you next week. Peace.